Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let me bring that music on down. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, wonderful day. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for being a crypto lifer and jumping on into the live stream. Appreciate you all as we get in to 2023. The year before the halving is always an amazing year. There's so much to go over. There's so much to discuss. I'm super, super excited. Shout out to everybody here on the live. May God bless each and every one of you beautiful people. You're amazing. Thank you for everything you've given me, and thank you for all the love. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless you all for everything and what you've brought into my life. So today's a day where I appreciate all the good people in my life that have been great to me, that are good to me, that treat me with love, respect, and honor. There's a lot of people that love me. And honestly, I have a lot to give. And if you're my friend, I'm going to give you every single thing that I have. And I'm going to do everything I can to keep you happy, get you going, and get you motivated. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's talk about what happened today. Let's break down Bitcoin like we do every single morning. Thank you so much for the jar and the lemon from my wife. She was in a towel, but that's none of your business. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. She does that on purpose, though, so I can, think about my wife during the live, I wish you could bottle your energy, bro. We love you. Shout out to Robert G. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Shout out to Jamie, Lakochi Coker. Shout out to everybody here. Dustin Calva, every single Wednesday, man. There's my man. 333, got my extra account in. Don't be lazy, hitting on that way in. Shout out to everybody doubling up. I appreciate you all. Let's get the party started. Shout out to Jamie Zeno for the 333. Shout out to my man. Appreciate you, brother. Lifer, just made for the year to be a part of the Lifer group. All I can say is, wow, the community is insanely educated and focused. Excited to see what this year has to offer. Shout out to Egyptian Heat, who just jumped in for the year. People pay for the year during bear markets. I don't see any other trading groups that people pay for the year in a bear market because they see the gains. They see the value that is provided. It's not really about where the market is. I was talking to a marketing exec yesterday, and she said, I was working with a group of dentists and some people, and they had $5 million, and they said, we're not going to put it in crypto. We're going to put it in this instead because crypto's not good right now. So funny. I told her this is the perfect time to be putting money into crypto. I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I said, but that's what I want. I said, I want the average person who doesn't really know how to manage money. I want them thinking crypto isn't good right now because that's when it is good, when crypto isn't good. You see what I'm saying? That's what you want. That's the idea. All right. So freaking silly, right? Oh my God. Whoa. What is going on here? Hold on. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I know what it is. Sorry about that. Let's see. Boom. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate you all. So look, let's take a look at Bitty Bitcoin as we jump on in. Just wanted to see the music I was playing there. Let's take a look. I have been confused recently. Coinbase tether chart. All right, here we go. So look, wanted to make this as clear and clean as possible for today. Okay. I like to trade rising wedges to the downside, right? Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. You have that's basically what you're looking at. So this rising wedge will break down 68% of the time. All right. That's what we're seeing. So the idea here is this. This flag could break out on the 1 hour. Many times I've seen bigger indicators tell me, get out, watch out. And next thing you know, the 1 hour would push up. However, I see strong bearish divergence here. See this? That strong bearish divergence with overbought 4 hour, 22 and 12 and daily suggests that it's time to open up a short, right? All the shorts got liquidated. If you got here too early. If you waited patiently, you didn't jump into the short too early. See, a lot of people, they see a huge pump and they're like, I get into a short right now. Just not the case. You want to set support and resistances. For instance, a good long would be if we bounced here off of 16,008 again. That would be a great long, right? That would be a good place to, because look, we have extreme resistance here, which would act as support. You see that? You also have a little bit of support here that I have to bring up. because you've had a lot of action on this line. Resistance, fall through back, resistance, 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 little chunk there. So if we came back and bounced off 17,193, it would make some sense to me, right? We are heated for a Minsky moment. We are headed for a Minsky moment. And honestly, did anyone see this? The FAA lifts air ground stop as flight delays, cancellations pile up around the country. There was an FAA outage this morning. Now, how would the FAA not have a backup redundancy system? You know, I even went into like a Reddit forum and a bunch of guys like, I'm an IT guy. I work in IT. Like, how do they not have a redundancy for this? This is nuts. You know, this doesn't make any sense. So pretty interesting, pretty crazy. But that, I don't know how that might affect the economy a little bit. But, you know, when all the flights are grounded, pretty weird. Wednesday morning after suffering a nationwide technical outage causing mass cancellations and delays. I mean, that's insane. So a lot of people didn't get where they were going today. Meetings were not held. People are late. You know, people probably couldn't get to the news. Some people fly somewhere so they can get onto an interview. Didn't happen today. All right. So Bitcoin holding 17,422. It was flat for most of the night. All right. The 1 hour suggests that this flag will break to the upside. However, we have a bit of an M pattern here that is stressing me. So what is the idea? Well, kind of funny. You can open a long here with the idea of getting it to here. And you can open a short here with a stop loss somewhere up in here. And so you could try to trade this quick scalp, but still know that the overall trade is to the downside. So that's kind of, I guess I would schlong it. Do a quick short here, stop loss here, quick long here, stop loss there, a quick long here, a quick short here with a stop loss up here, right? What happens is you start to break to the downside, the short goes in, you get stopped out here, you'll probably be at break even at that point, and then if it continues for the retest, you get paid. At worst comes to worst, you break even, but you're ready for each move. All right, so that's just something that I'm looking at. That's how I would trade this. You know, every once in a while, the indecision is there. So, because I've seen the probabilities of the 1 hour breakout, but I know that that pending doom on the bigger time frames. Let's talk about anomalies. Let's break down things I've seen that most people haven't in the trading game, and let me just show you some things that may get you going. So that's what we're doing today. We want to see this flag break to the upside on the 1 hour time frame, very strong. However, even the 15-minute suggests an M pattern here could break down, almost kind of a shoulder, head and shoulder, even though there's two right shoulders there. I mean, it could be three hills. Can we look at ALGO possibly? Cup and handle on the 4 hour time frame. Shout out to B Crypto 2181. Let's take a jump into ALGO real quick and keep it moving. Anyone, you can ask and send a super chat in about your coin. We even do a deep dive. We'll look at the market cap. We'll look at the total supply. I'll look at everything I can. And, you know, I'll give you what I believe, but you do whatever makes you happy, but I'll give you my own opinion, you know. I'm short from 17,474 with the tight stop. Not bad, not bad. Schlongs can get stopped out both ways. They can, but if you do it right, then you can't lose both. You don't lose a lot. You don't schlong heavy, you know what I mean? You schlong at the right place. If you short long at the right place, you won't. If you short long in the wrong places, then you will. You got to understand support and resistance, you know. Like, it would be very rare for this to come all the way up, hit out your short, and then come all the way down and stop out your long. If they come in long squeeze, right, you're going to win the long. You see? If you play it right, there's a way to do it, you know. Other people just open it up randomly. Yeah, you're going to get rocked, you know. And it's not with leverage. I'm going to make that clear. You don't do this with leverage. And if you do like a 3-ounce token, no more than 3x leverage. If you go up anywhere above 510, yes, you're more likely to get stopped out both ways. Leverage traders love getting hit off. It's their favorite thing to do. They love getting liquidated. They love losing their accounts. It's their favorite thing to do. You know what I mean? That's what leverage traders do. I think, personally, I don't know if they're in it for the pain or the gain. I can't really figure it out. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Sadaface. Shout out to Little Time Mining. Shout out to Mario Bariquas. Shout out to Love Learning, Gina Bombina, and C&C Ireland. Shout out to Tori. Shout out to everybody here on the live. DK, man, my man. After Hours Investing, and everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I appreciate you all more than you would ever know. Okay. Moving forward at the speed of light. So that's kind of what I see for Bitcoin. I don't really need to spend hours on it. Kind of see where we stand, right? So it's pretty good. I like that. Makes sense to me. All right. How many people we got here? I'm just checking out the chat. And 263 people, 127 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the love. All right. Love Bane. Can't wait to experience it. You're funny. How stable is Bitcoin? We appreciate you. Give us that sauce. Hi, Patricio. KuCoin and MEXC, baby. Those are our main trading locations. I'm on Coinbase, and the fees are high to trade in and out. What exchange are you using? KuCoin and MEX Global. Links in the description below. I do get an amazing affiliate commission. If you hit that link, hit me up. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. BBC, MOV, XON, Gala, JAR, IHC. These are the bigger winners on today. GraphLink protocol. Let's talk about it. Well, Graph is the graph, right? GraphLink is associated with, of course, look when I had it pointed out here. This idea here. So we kind of had the bottom called right there. Really didn't go any lower than that after it retraced down to this area out of the falling wedge and the retracement. I didn't put this out. I'm not going to claim I hit this gain. When I make a gain, you know, I like to claim it like this. I put this out. Stop loss below this yellow line. It would never go lower than the 0.65 Fibonacci. It would sit in the golden pocket and then rip to the upside. Actually still ripping as we speak, up 29%. That's Marsh. We put it on your radar down here because it was an AI coin. It's in the AI list of coins. AI coins are blasting off to the upside if you haven't figured that out. It's the AI. That's where the money is. Coins that have AI written into the code. That's where the money is focused right now. So that's where we play. We look for the money. We find the money. We find the most setups in that money. I deploy my team to scan those setups, and we basically just destroy the market. We do it all the time. Look at ERG. Wish I had seen this uptrending, ascending triangle. Look, rising wedges break up parabolically. They begin the parabola. Look at that. ERG, what does it do? It follows Cardano. If Cardano has a pump, ERG goes right behind. It's a development software development team behind Cardano. This is what goes on here to the upside. Boom, 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 right? So PIAS fell to the downside. I want to talk about this. One of the coins that didn't play out. I like to show you things that didn't play out. We like to show you all the things that did play out, but not every single trade goes well. If every trade went well, I'd be a liar. Just impossible. Nobody hits 100% of their trades. It just doesn't happen. We hit a lot of them. I'll give you that, but nobody hits every single one. Look, tight moving averages, low, everything was there. But eventually it decided to give way. You know, what I see this as is a lot of retail decided to get in because it looked really good. And I see this all the time. Stop loss is below the secondary line. They didn't get us. They got the other people that decided to hang out in this area. But these are obvious stop loops. Usually they pump the price after this. They stop everybody out and then they whip it up. They fill their bags of liquidity off your stop loss. I see this a lot. That's why I always try to go at least 1 or 2 levels below the area. Hopefully they eat enough to not have to come and eat your lunch too, you know? But that's a stop hunt if you've ever seen one. It's an obvious dip down right below a trend line, and then they're going to try to re-bring it back up to the upside, you know? And you can see it's oversold in the 22. Like, everything is still good about this setup. It's just what happens is they see a bunch of orders there. They make a huge order below it, pushes the price down, shreds all the stop losses. They get filled, right? And they grab that liquidity. This does also show signs of life, though, to the upside. Whenever I see something like this, I rebuild the idea. See? And I'm like, okay, like, maybe this is what we're doing. You know, we did break this trend line. I remind myself of the fall off. And we could also look at it like it's a bit of a falling wedge. Kind of a flag in a way that could continue to break up. I'll get rid of this bottom one. And I'm always playing with my mind. I'm playing chess in my brain, right? So many people find me, love me. And then something changes in them and they don't love me no more. What happened? What happened? The life of no love no more. But look, tight in the angle. This is something that we do see. I've been watching this a lot. Kind of a shoulder, rounded head, and a right shoulder. Hard to see, but I've seen that play out. You'd be surprised. So see how I reworked the pattern? I kind of see what I see here for a move. You can also draw a nice Fibonacci here from bottom to the top, and you can see that we bounced off the 0.618. We wicked a little bit into the golden pocket, so there's still signs of life. This ain't over. I believe this will still pump to the upside. So the people that got stopped out. It is what it is. We still didn't. The setup I had did not get stopped out. But see how I rebuild the scene. rebuild the idea. And there's a trade that did not go out perfectly, but boom. We talked about ZCX Unison. It was on the radar. It got put on my radar also, I believe, by Token Metrics too. And there it is, bouncing off the 706. I think even one of my elites had this. Oversold in the stochastics. MACD turning. RSI flipping to the upside. And we're starting to see some major moves coming out of ZCX. So ZCX doing damage. And again, they like to gravitate where? Up towards the 200 SMA. I would not be surprised if this continued to the upside, up 15% so far off the bounce off major support. So we went over Bitcoin. Let's take a look at ES1, the S&P futures. We know it has a lot to kind of go over with the rest of the markets. If the S&P can kind of get above a certain zone of support, then there's a chance we can live. So we had this flag. We broke out. We broke back down. We double bottomed off this resistance, this green bar. We could not lose the green bar. We broke back up. And I got 2 bars here. Why do I have 2 bars? What's going on? Well, I saw this flag here. See this flag that we're in? Up, down, up, down. Definitely a flag. It's a bit of a slanted cup and handy as we got the cup and there's your handle. We never gave away 3,800 on the S&P. Super important that we get back above that zone. We never gave away 3,800 on the S&P. So here's the deal. We're still at this resistance. You can even raise it a little bit, right? Resistance here, resistance there. So if I make a bar line, could be a green zone, but there's resistance right there for sure for the S&P. We got to get back above this level to remain bullish. 4,025. All right. So here's the deal. This trend line is our nemesis here. See this diagonal trend line? What is this? This is the bigger channel, the one that I've been showing for a while now. We lose 38.20. We fall drastically further down to at least a double bottom at 35.58. That's Bitcoin going back to like 16,000. So you can equate this when you put them together over and over again, right? Shout out to the group. How's everybody doing? 333 Litecoin, baby. You're funny. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Austin Orr, ERG, one of the world's most toxic communities in crypto. Sold my bags and pointed my miners elsewhere. Wow. Sorry about that, Austin. Austin, can you build me some miners, man? Can we build some miners together? Let's get it going. I want to mine. Bitcoin is so stable right now. I know, right? This is good. When Bitcoin goes stable, it's great for the altcoins. Altcoins like to fly. When you get a stable Bitcoin on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, my gosh, there's got to be a few altcoins to play into tonight. So I'm excited. We have a lot of setups that we posted in the last 2-3 days. I don't need to saturate the group. So there's things we're watching. There's things we're watching on the 3-day. There's Bitcoin pairs. The elite are posting. We are at the highest we've ever been. Like, the group is amazing. It's a great place to be. Leaving the group, to me, for any reason, is insane. Whether you're upset, disgruntled, whatever it is with your life, if you're sour, whatever is going on in your life, take a deep breath and realize we have the most positive, awesome place to be. Like, I stay positive no matter what happens in my life. No matter what goes on, I remain positive. You know what I mean? I remain positive. So I'm a little sad today. Lost a friend, someone that I really, really, truly loved and cared about, decided that I was a piece of garbage, When someone decides they don't like you, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't force yourself. You can't, you know what I mean? When someone decides that they think something of you that's not true, there's nothing you can do. So all you can do is say, hey, man, I've been honorable to you. I've done everything I can to you. And if you don't believe that, then there's nothing I can do to you. If someone thinks the world is shady, they're going to think you are shady. If someone's not living in love 100% and they don't have their frequencies aligned, then they're going to do, really weird stuff. And so you want to remain around people that have a good frequency, a good level, you know what I mean, that are positive all the time. Red flags for me, you meet someone, you go into business, they tell you about business dealings that didn't go well and how they got screwed. Red flag. If you're about to go into business with someone and they tell you, the first thing they tell you is about how they got screwed in their last business dealing, it's a red flag because they view the world as the victim. They're going to get screwed. Someone's going to screw them. They're always playing the victim. You can't play the victim. There's 2 roles to play in your life. You're either the victim or the hero. Pretty simple. I mean, my buddy explained it to me, Jamie. You're the victim or the hero. I want to be the hero. I help others. I help my family. I'm there for my mom and dad. I can do it, right? No one hurt me. I don't do things because of what else. I used to play the victim. For years, I played the victim. My dad used to, abuse me. My dad had bipolar, so I don't know how to behave. Blaming how I was treated as a kid on how I treated other people. Playing the victim. I played the victim in so many ways. I actually was the king of playing the victim. I played the victim to the point where I was sick of playing the victim. And I decided one day, I looked myself in the mirror and I said, dude, you're playing the victim, man, almost all the time. I'm at work because, I can't get out of my 9 to 5 because always an excuse, always a reason. This business didn't work because this person, I had a few business partners that did, certain things didn't work out, whatever, right? And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to go into business with myself because that way I don't have to rely on anyone. No one can screw me. And anytime someone enters into a partnership with me, I'm always, because man, doesn't mean that all, it's just sad anyway. So, yeah, I like to just let out my feelings. Letting out your feelings is the best way to get over them, in my humble opinion. So I appreciate you all being my therapist every single day, as well as going over technical and being a technical analyst, right? So, this is clearly a double top on the S&P. We came up, we came back down, we came up again. The flag said we were going to break out. We did. So, look, I always act like, remember, if you break out, you break back into a flag. This is my greatest skill, and I'm telling you, and I developed it only in the last 2 years. Because normally, price action would have done this, and I would not know what to do. I would just be lost because I would be trying to make a shape out of like this and that. Now I know. Trend line. This was just a break up of the trend line. This is a still hold pattern. This is a key thing that it's really, a lot of people don't teach on YouTube, and you really have to see it to have it happen. But so I basically tell myself this never happened. And then look, you can play the flag just like you're supposed to. You can grab what it does is it doesn't distract your focus from the actual shape, right? And you're like, all right, we have, length of the pole, break to the upside, we got our measured move. And you can see now you would not be able to do this if you can't negate this shape and just really move on. It's not easy too, because this will get in your head and you'll start, it took me a long time to be able to do that. Be honest, and I'll explain why, because if you never did it before, you're looking at it like this, and you're like trying to make sense. It is a wedge, and you could do that. And you could say, all right, it did break out of the wedge too. Perspective is everything. Your perspective is the key. Okay. But look at that, right? Would you look at that, Anyway, so boom. This is double topping. You don't want to negate it in the fact that it's a double top, but this has helped me many times. I hope this eventually is something you understand. As a beginner, I think this would be hard for me to get because you have to see a lot of price action, but negate. If you go back into the pattern, just act like it never happened. Use that as a top trend line and keep moving. And that's kind of what we saw. Now the S&P is at a major resistance level. You can see this double top forming, right? We're going to have to get above this zone to remain bullish. It's that simple. There's a node there too. Look, a high volume node right there. If we zoom in, we got to get above this high volume node to remain bullish. And then that would get us out of this. We already broke out of this little flag here that's the cup and handle, which is a good sign. But we got to get back above the zone here at 39.61 in order to remain bullish. If we can't get over the zone, we're going to have a bit of an issue. You know what I mean? And the S&P, you can see down and then boom, even further down and then way further down. So I don't want to see the S&P drop back to this level here, which it could, or double bottom there. So it's like imperative in the next week and a half, we see the S&P get back above these zones. So we zoom in again. I see a double top, kind of a bearish divvy in a way. Not really. They're both pretty flat, but I do see a double top. Okay. And you're getting overbought on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour has some room to move. It could actually propel us continuous to the upside in a way. We did get above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour. This is a big sign. Usually some bullish moves come once you get above the 200 SMA. So that's a good sign for us right there. We got above the 200 SMA on the S&P. All right. Really something that you want to focus on. So we got above the 200 SMA on the 4 hour time frame, but we're getting overbought. I'd like to see the S&P close a daily candle above 4,030 to remain bullish, break above these two levels of resistance, Could this happen tonight or by tomorrow? It would be nice. If not, okay, hopefully sideways action, and then we can get another move to the upside. But we do not want to see the S&P break back below this line, 3880, and come down into these zones. That's just something that we have to watch out for. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Shout out to everybody here. My favorite song pumping. Let's get it going. Get your dance shoes on, baby. It's Wednesday. Woo! Middle of the week, hump day. Gotta get through. Gotta get through. Jogging. Are you jogging? Let's get it moving. Shout out to everybody here on the live. May God bless each and every one of you. You could die tomorrow, baby. Remember that. Don't make decisions on knowing that you could have everything. Make decisions on today. You could die tomorrow. There's no guarantees that I'm going to be here tomorrow, baby. We had an amazing class yesterday. Shout out to everybody that jumped into class. Had a blast teaching it. I love each and every one of you. Some people came for the third time, said they still don't mind coming to class. They have a really, really good time. You guys are awesome. You make me so proud to be a lifer. Shout out to everybody that spreads positivity through the world and helps everybody. You're awesome. I'm north of you. Shout out to lifer. 50-50 partnerships are difficult because one person will always put in more effort. My man, Bully Berry. Agreed. What do you guys think of this? Who gets more in the... Say someone sits and toils for like 5 or 6 months and creates a product. And then they bring it to like a celebrity, someone way more known than them, someone who's spent money on marketing, someone who's spent money on a business. Who gets more? Who gets more? You know, when you bring it to lawyers, they say the celebrity gets like 90, the person that created the product gets 10. You know, it's like a 90-10. I thought 70-30 was legit because you would get basically everything that I've already built, right? And then you'd be able to sell your product with me. So what do you guys think? What is a good split? Someone toils all day long, right, on a product, but they bring it to someone far more known than them. What's the split? What's a fair split in your opinion? You know what I mean? Person with the marketing gets more marketing. Living in love. Stay blessed, brother. What's good, Brotato? Yo, I like that, Brotato. No, but I really want to know. 90-10. You should give 3/10 to the marketer. 50-50, 60-40. 50-50. See, 70 to the creator. It's whack to give more just for fame. Okay. 50-50, 60, 70-30. 770, my man. When he gets better, gets bigger, opportunities to make better marketing. Here's the deal. You come up with a shirt. It's a really good shirt. You find this fabric. You know, you find a vegetable that creates a great fabric. You make a great shirt. It's awesome, right? But nobody will buy it. Like you'll probably sell $300,000 of it in a year, and you own 100% of the $300,000. But you could give it to Tom Brady, and he'll take 70%, but he'll sell 10 million of it, and you'll make 3 million that year. So isn't it smarter to take a smaller deal with someone bigger than you to get your product off the top? You know, marketing costs a lot of money. Like, you see what I'm saying? Always produce yourself. Yeah. BEVM. There's a reason price structure is baked into the market. Yeah. See, the problem with this is, let me explain this. Someone who hasn't built a business doesn't know the value of the business. So like, let's just say you're looking at Tom Brady builds a business. This is good business decisions here. You're learning business today as well. So like the person who has the not even just the marketing. I'm not going to say the marketing. I'm going to say the person that can actually show and showcase your product. This person would actually be able to showcase your product. They would wear it. They would wear it at events. They would wear it when they worked out and post a workout video on YouTube. They have millions of followers that you don't have. You almost don't have a choice, in my humble opinion, because you need to be able to you want to make money. You see what I'm saying? Say I came up with my trading course, and some famous person was like, dude, I love this course. I will promote it for you. But I want 70% of the revenue. If they were that much more famous than me, I would take the deal in 2 seconds because they would make me more money than I would make. It's pretty simple to me. I'm a business guy. I like to make money. So, you know what I mean? I would do whatever. So another thing is people that haven't built a business this big, they think that the time they spent creating the product is worth so much, which I get it, but they never built a business. The business takes 5 years to build, hours and hours of the work. So this person's going to say, hey, I'll market your product, but I've already spent 5 years of my life developing and a following, and everybody knows me. So you're going to come in and go 50-50 with me and take 50% of the entire community that I built and spent my entire life building? I just don't see, that doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense because you're not giving enough value to your business in the market. The market displays where the value is, not the people. People can argue all they want, but the market displays where the value is. You see what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it, you know. Got my Labradorite today in Australia. I'm not from Australia. I know, what a horrible place now. A fair split according to the world standards favors the idea over the workforce, but I believe everyone should be paid for their hard work. Nothing was really about us. If it's good for the people, why not give it for free? That's my humble opinion anyway. I like that. Most businesses are in the red for the first 3 years. It's not easy. It's like John Madden as a life coach on Telestrator. You know, funny. As the designer inventor, taking less than 50% means you didn't fully value your time you spent on it. Yeah, but what the life guy girl has spent 10 years of R&D for the product and put in $100K of their own money. That's completely different. That's completely different. You know what I mean? $50% of a watermelon is better than 50% of a grape. I don't know. I just know me. If I created a product, I spent 2 years on it, and Tom Brady walked into my life and said he wanted 70%, I would give him 70% so fast. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know. And the problem with this is the person that negotiates, that creates the product, has never built a business. So they believe that your business and your marketing isn't worth what they built. And that's just not the case. That's just not the case. No, if the grape is worth more than a watermelon, just saying. Here's the thing. If you're going to invest in marketers, you have to pay for the time they spent forging their craft. If they're good, good doesn't come cheap. Or Shark Tank, they never take more than 50% of the idea business product. Usually less than, no, Shark Tank takes the whole deal. What are you talking about? The other day I saw a guy and goes, dude, I'll buy that whole thing off you for 500 grand. I mean, and the dude was like, now had he held out for a long, long time, Shark Tank is hard. They take almost all of it on you. They're the ones famous. They're famous. You never watch Shark Tank? They go hard on these people. They give them deals that and the people have to be like, you know what? It's just worth it. I got to take that deal. You have no choice. You know, if you want to get yourself somewhere, you don't have a choice, man. That's what people don't realize. Like, you got to make it happen with the people that are making it happen. Someone's already proven that they're successful and they drive every single day, and you're not successful. You got to align yourself with someone that's successful, and then you're going to use their success for your success? Come on, man. And you think that you get that for free? You think Grant Cardone would put me on stage for free? You know what I mean? After all the years of what he did? I'm just saying, like, people build their celebrity, people build their knownness and their likeness online, and that takes time, money, marketing, and energy. And you can't just give that likeness and that sell ability away. If you're sellable, if you know you could sell almost anything, you can't give it away. You got to hold it at a high standard, you know? Anyway, I just wanted to see what you guys thought. Business is a lot more than conceptual. If you want a larger piece of the pie, it means more partnerships and additional companies. Who are we exposing? You're so funny. As soon as you sign something for endorsement, then you give up your creative rights. It's your brand and it's worth money. You're bigger than Grant. Where are you going with this, champ? Don't worry about it. I'll probably come out with it later. I do disclose almost everything publicly that goes on in my life, just so all my enemies know. You will be, everything will come up to light. That's what I love about this channel. If anyone ever does anything to me, I'm making a video about it. I'm going to explain exactly what happened from A to B and put it out there for all to see. You know, he's trying to figure out how much to split for the lifer indicator. No, there's no more lifer indicator. It's over. The lifer indicator is over. Not happening. It's not happening. I sat down with my team and we decided that we could teach people without an indicator for the rest of their lives. And Honestly, the indicator was kind of more of like it could be a cash grab. Like I don't use it. I don't use an indicator. I'm going to come out there and say it. So like, if I don't use it, no, but people are asking me if it's coming out. It's not coming out. So I'm saying it's not coming out, right? What? Is it, what do you mean?
I'm just saying though,
is it over or not? People want to know.
It's a waste of time is what I'm saying.
No, it's not, because people are asking me right now about the indicator. And I have to say that our team came up with an idea that we're not using the indicator ever again.
Sorry, and now we can move on.
Yes, but that has to be spoken about.
You just did, and now it's over. And now you're gonna
I'm just saying, I have to explain why. What do you mean? I sat with my team and we decided that it could throw off beginners. They'll think there's an easy way out, and they don't need an easy way out. You know what I mean? They don't need an easy way out. They need to do what I do, which is grind. I also have a weird time. Like, I'm honorable, and I don't use an indicator. I use my brain to make all the calls. Everything I do on this channel, I don't use an indicator. So I was trying to help out a friend who built it, and I thought it would be nice to help them sell it and kind of bring it in. And it was built off a lot of the things that I did. So that's what I wanted to do. But I don't know, apparently it didn't work out, so I can't do it. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to come out with an indicator, even though for a while, I really want to tell the story, man. I'm going to tell the story. I met somebody who watched me for hours and hours and then said, hey, I'm going to design an indicator off your brain. You're so smart. They attached themselves to me. They told me they loved me. They said they were going to build this beautiful indicator, right? I got excited. I thought it was cool, right? I'm a techie guy. And he started building it, right? I don't know how to code. I don't really know how to build indicators. I have nothing to do with it. But he said he watched me take all these time frames, and he said, your brain is amazing. And he built me up, and he said all these nice things about me. And he said, you're super smart. You're so intelligent, blah, 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 blah. Like, you're one of the smartest people I ever met, la, la, la. Made me feel amazing. Said, let's build this indicator together. We can sell it to the community, blah, blah, blah. And I got excited. I was like, cool, right? And so he built it. And then I looked at it, and it was really messy, and I didn't understand it. So I said, all right, I need to work on it a little bit. It's not the way I want it to be. It's messy. So we tweaked it. And then he was ready. Like maybe 7 months went by and he was ready to sell it. He's like, I want to sell it. I was developing my course. I was in the middle of a lot of stuff. And I said, listen, we're in a bear market. I'm developing my team. And I'm just not in a place right now to sell the indicator, right? So I was like, I'm not ready yet, all right? And so a month went by. And then another one went by. And what happened was he got upset, I believe. I don't know exactly, but he got upset because he's like, look at this guy making all his money, doing his whole thing, right? And he doesn't want to sell it, right? And so I kept going over it. And finally, he made a website without telling me behind my back, which was weird because we were like a team, and then told me I was going to be an affiliate. And the whole time I said, but had you told me I was going to be an affiliate the day we started making this, then I would have negotiated right then. I would have said, no, we're making this together. So he said, we're making it together. I made it off your brain. And then when I waited too long, he said, you're an affiliate. And I said, but that was never, like I said, we never said that. That was never the discussion. Like never. We never ever went over me being an affiliate. I said, man, I would only have to have ownership of the indicator. Like I said, we would both own it. Like I would tell everyone you designed it. I would never take, he was like, I thought you were going to take credit for it. I was like, I would never do that. Like everyone knows I wouldn't do that. So I basically said we would go fit, at the time, I wasn't that big. And we didn't mention it, but are we going to split it 50-50? How is it going to go? And we're like, I don't know. We'll get there at the right time. He said, I'll negotiate however you want. I get it if you take more, whatever. But we never came up with a number. We never said, hey, it's going to be this exactly. We never said we're going to split it 50-50. We never said that. We just said, hey, at the time comes, we'll negotiate a good thing. We'll be really happy. And I thought it would be easy. So the time came, and then my team said, hey, they said 70-30. He got pissed. All right, I'll be honest. He got really pissed. He said, I worked too hard, 70-30. But I said, bro, you're leveraging my entire community. You've been in my group for now over a year. You've told people about it. I said, if you sell one piece of that indicator to somebody, you've already been in my group for a year. You've already leveraged my entire city. I built a city on Discord and you're living in it. So I said to him, I said, I also felt like I was teaching people things that I wasn't using because I don't use the indicator. So I kept telling them like, as much as I want to sell this with you and I want to help you, I said, I don't use it. I said, I'm able to see all these things on my own. He said, yeah, but no one's as smart as you, and this can help them see what you want, right? And you can sue for 90% if your paperwork is right. He used your concepts. He did take all my concepts of crunching multiple time frames into one. He took that, and then he did other things. I get it, but he watched my brain and he built an indicator with my brain. Anyway, so eventually, 60-30-10 charity. I like that. That's pretty cool. So I was willing to negotiate, and this morning I wrote to him and I said, listen, I would never affiliate. I would only own it. I said I can only be an owner of it. I said if you told me I was going to be an affiliate, I never would have went into business with you. I said I would have bugged out right then. I said I'm an owner. I'm not an affiliate. Like, I'll affiliate BOOKMAP. I'll affiliate things that I use and I like. I said, but this we built together from the ground up. And at that point, when I said you have 1 week. I said either we're gonna split ownership and we're gonna find out something that works for both of us, or I was like, all right, I can't do it. And that's when he decided. And then I wrote to him. I said, you've already used my group. And he said, you're gas. Like, this is what happened. I actually want to show you the conversation. But I basically said this. I said, listen, I'm explaining this. This is good. This is reality TV. People love this. People love this. No, I'm telling you, this is real. People like that I'm real. No, this is fine. No, because I'm getting it off my chest. There's nothing wrong with this. Anyway, so I basically said to him, I said, listen, like, I would like, we should just, I have ownership. I can't deal with you. And this morning he decided to just delete me out of his life and basically treat me like I was this little. And felt really crappy because I did so much for him, and I brought him into my life. And he was like a great supporter of mine, and it really hurts. It really hurts, man. Like, because I'm a lover of humans and people and relationships, and I'm really not, like, and people don't realize when you're in a business, you can't make decisions against the business based on your heart. Like, if you're like, oh, I want to give someone 40-60, but you have all the marketing, you have the company, and you helped come up with the concept, it's just kind of like, So anyway, so the indicator's not coming out. We had a falling out this morning and it's over, and the sad thing is he already talked to tons of people in my group and he's going to sell the indicator to people behind my back, I'm not using my stage for low frequency. I'm explaining exactly what happened to myself, Chris. I'm explaining my life today in a nutshell, because for the rest of this time, people are going to ask about the indicator and I just don't want to bring it up again. You know what I mean? I don't want to bring it up again. So I want to just end it for myself here today and end it for everyone else too. So nobody has to ask about it and nobody has to go over it. I'm just, for me, putting a BOOKMAP and putting it out there. See, no one's as transparent as me. So others, like an Aries is the most, I feel the most transparent sign in the world. We are just going to tell it all how it is, exactly how it is. Most people hide because they're like, they don't know. And so an Aries usually makes other signs feel somewhat uncomfortable because we just put it out there. Like, we're not afraid to put it out there. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's time to move forward. It is time to move forward. I appreciate each and every one of you. Someone send me a super chat. Send me something to do, and let's move on, right? You did the right thing. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate you, man. I can use it still. Or yeah, it's good material for the tie. I can use the silk tie. It's good material for the tie. Super chats, ALGO, cup and handle in the 4-hour gala, and EOS. Yeah. Put it all out there. Know your value. When I get out of jail, I'll make you famous for free. Shout out to Tate Top G, man. I love you, brother. Thank you, man. Slap it on the table and they will shut it off, man. Always keeping it so 100. I need the rockets. I know. Super chat. Give me his address. Oh, no, come on, man. We can sell the 90. We can sell the tie 90. The insights are so powerful, people who want to start a business. They're the challenges many business owners deal with. Yeah, that's another thing I want to talk about. Like, you're going to enter these dealings when you start a business. So I feel like I'm like a business coach too, because you're watching the business grow every single day. And I want you to understand these concepts. People are going to change. People are going to say one thing and then they're going to switch on you, right? And then people are going to have different ideas of, Also, when you go out there and go on YouTube and become like known and people can see how much money you make, people start, like most people can't see how much money an average person makes, right? But everyone can watch my YouTube channel. Maybe they can figure out my Discord and they can be like, and they can find a way to get jealous of me or get pissed off about me. So like when you put yourself out there, more people know about you, there's a higher chance that someone can find jealousy with you, anger with you, So this is what happens. And I didn't know this until I started to get 8,000 subscribers, 12,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, 20,000, 30,000. You get on BitBoy, you start going places, more and more people start seeing your face. I'm telling you right now, more and more people begin to hate on you. You get emails, you get, stuff like, anyway. So That's why you got to remain positive. If you're going to do what I do for a living, you got to remain so positive and keep it moving. All right. Never doubt that. Let's keep it moving, AM. It's fine to get this off your chest. It's obvious who is behind the indicator based on the chat stream. I think everything you say is showing that you're not a fake person. It's all good, man. Thanks for all your hard work. Even Lifer has to use the 4 days today, right? You're doing something right when you have haters. Most real guy out here. Gala short. Okay. And that's another thing I want to teach you is you don't need an indicator. You don't. You are the indicator. You can find divergence. You can find everything you need to figure out what's happening in the game, right? Everything else to me is a distraction. Support and resistance got you. You know, stick to the basics. Let's take a look at the total market cap and get back into the super chats. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. May God bless each and every one of you. Shining out loud, baby. Shining out loud. Okay, so look. This is where we stood yesterday with the total market cap. I see us in this giant channel. Up, down, up, down. We're kind of riding the bottom. Do we come to the top side and get rejected? We could fall all the way back down to $400 billion. Okay, we've stuttered a little bit. Let's talk about it. So look, you can see clear resistance here at $828 billion. Clear resistance here at $817 billion. But we got above this resistance at $800 billion. Remember when I talked about $800 billion? $800 billion. I couldn't believe when we lost it. We double bottomed. We got it back. Hey, Sam, how's ADA and CQT? We'll take a look at Covalent. Shout out to my man, I post everything in the house. Oh, a pound a day keeps the wifer happy. For the wifer, a pound a day? What does that mean? Well, RSI, stochastics, VRB, all indicators. You need somebody to be more successful, just not paid ones necessarily, right? We are the indicators. I know. Shout out to Chemistry, bro, man. I love you, brother. Whatever happened to liquidated shorts, man? I like that kid. Tell him to get back in here. Tell him we're asking for him. A tie a day keeps the low pro away. Pound of bacon. You're funny. Can you take a look at Gala? Falling wedge. Everything oversold. Interesting. Bacon on the beach, baby. Bacon on the beach. Who's making bacon on the beach? If you don't hit the like button, you will lose your gains for the day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. 252 likes, 479 people on the live. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Another one bites the dust. And another one, and another one, and another one bites the dust. Man, remember, you go in alone, you go out alone. My dad used to tell me that. It's not my dad used to say it to his son. Imagine that. You go in alone, you go out alone, Sam. It is what it is, right? Not saying don't have friends, but just, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't be independent and stand on your own, then it is whatever you got to do, right? So... Now, that's an M pattern to me. M, clear as day. Dropping to the downside, hitting a resistance, a rising wedge. Looks like a short squeeze could happen. I mean, I got that feeling. And again, it's all about the 1 hour time frame. Can the 1 hour break out of this flag? So it's an aggressive entry to buy in right now. Wait for the 15 minute to enter low. It is. That's an aggressive entry. When the 15 minute and the 1 hour low, long it. You know what I mean? No matter how crazy it looks, I have a system just long it, right? 200-day moving average, though, you're starting to lose it, but you're holding it so nicely on the 4 hour. And you got a golden cross there on the 4 hour time frame. So I'm getting some mixed signals. Oh, I wanted to show you the anomaly. I'll show you the anomaly in a second. Stay tuned with me, and I'm going to show you the daily anomaly. When the stochastics are overbought, but yet somehow price still pumps. Let me show you when that can happen, how it happens, and how we can find a way to figure it out if it does. So the idea here is aggressive entry. 15 minute is low, 1 hour is low. Aggressive entry right now. This is on the, stop loss somewhere below here. Boom, get the move up. All right. You'll know in the next 6 to 7 hours if this starts to dip, do a bearish retest, and you have to cut it off and go short, So, and why? Well, I've seen, like I said before, many times that the bigger time frames are going to tell us we're going to get a move to the upside, and we do not get the move. All right. So just one thing to think about, just one thing to think about. And I'm always such a nice person too. Like, I don't burn bridges. Like, if someone ever wants to call back and say, hey man, I made a bad decision, I'm always cool to be like, hey, all right. Like, I'm a nice guy. Like, I don't hold I've made the worst decisions in my life, and I've made a lot of mistakes. So, I remember the mistakes I made when I talk to other people, and I don't hold them, I've done some of the craziest things you ever would have thought. And so I'd be a hypocrite to hold anyone to rash decision. They made a mistake. It is what it is. But that's a beautiful kind of a bull pennant starting to form here. We do have the double top. We do have resistance. I get it. But we also have support here. So we're like caught in a very tight channel. The probabilities are we're dropping to the downside. The anomaly is that this 1 hour will pump out. So I'm just telling you, this is most unlikely. It's more likely we dump down. It's more likely we make a move to the downside. Oh. Let's take a look at Coinbase Tether here. So this is just the cleanest way to look at it. Either the flag breaks you out or the rising wedge breaks down. You have bearish divergence. You're overbought on multiple time frames. It's more likely we dump to the downside. These are the facts of life. We'll take a look at BOOKMAP, see if it can help us add some liquidity, see if there's a short squeeze happening, see if something is on the rise. We'll take a look. Okay. Love it. Love it. Of course. Come on, baby. Do that dang. Do that dang. I ran it all day yesterday. It was absolutely awesome. And look, we're losing. Right now, we are dropping to the downside. I'm telling you right now, shorting is the best thing to do right now. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to put my name out there and say it's more likely to short. You're going to have a higher probability shorting the market today than long in the market. And it is what it is. The facts of life. So I am going to make a call today that there's a chance that 1 hour breaks out, but it's highly unlikely. I personally wouldn't trade it. Even though it could happen, I personally wouldn't trade it. So I am, other YouTubers are just going to be like, oh, you could do this, you could do that. I'm going to tell you for sure, like, highly likely a short's coming on you. All right? So lifer calling a short. Just saying it. I can see how it may not happen and how an anomaly could occur, and I'm giving you that shot of how the anomaly could occur. But for the most part, shorts are in control right now. We're losing momentum in the longs for sure. You flip this upside down, it's just like a falling wedge with bullish divergence about to break to the upside. Same idea. So if you can trade these long, you can trade these short. All right. So that shows me. Let's take a look at the short Bitcoin USDT .3s. All right, and we're going to take a look at here on KuCoin. All right. So look, we got this falling wedge, right? Starting to fall to the downside. If the person ever come to their senses and say, hey man, maybe I was rash, I still don't know now whatever I would even do it now, because now I'm just like, I don't know if I'm dealing with a sane person. You know what I mean? So look, Bitcoin 3S is in a descending triangle. That's a bearish sign right off the bat. I just want to make that clear. All right. Doesn't look amazing. 4 hour also getting pinned. It doesn't look like it's going to do a much. So like sometimes you can look at these and it can kind of give you an idea whether you do want to short the market. Now the 22 says we get a bounce. We've been very oversold. We got bounces each time we got really low like this on this trend line, but it's ugly, right? The pattern is ugly. And even the 1 hour is overbought, right? So I wouldn't open up a short now for sure based on the flag that we're seeing. This is kind of Bitcoin's flag upside down, right? Like this is the flag Bitcoin's in. You see it? This is the idea here. And so watch the 1 hour. If we stay sideways, I don't really like the way the shorts are looking right now. 4 hours says that we just got a pump and we could continue to the upside. So the short, this is the short here. It's interesting. Short doesn't look amazing. I'd be more apt to, like, funny, today is one of the few days where I'm going to say, like, I'd be more apt to use, like, 1x, 2x leverage and trade the actual pattern the way it's supposed to be traded, just because it looks better to me than the short. If you get what do you know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I'm saying here. Like opening of the trade, stop loss, taking it down the way I want to see it instead of actually trading the short asset. So I'd be short Bitcoin based on the probabilities. You have bearish divergence. You're overbought on multiple time frames. You got to take the probabilities, right? You can't start using your emotions and thinking, oh, but it could, but again, yes, I know I'm showing this flag, but that's an anomaly. So what I would do is I wouldn't open up the short yet. I'd wait for the 1 hour to peel. So I'd wait for this 1 hour to see if it can kind of... Aggressive entry is open the short now. Safer entry is wait for the stochastics to come up and start to roll. Might roll here. Might roll somewhere, but anytime you see it starting to roll, that would be the short entry for BTC. All right? And your first measured move would take you down to 16,827, and then you could end up at the bottom at 16,515. So that's just something that we're looking at. All right? That's just something that I'm looking at. All right. I like what someone said here. If you don't know how to, and this is Laura Marshall. Shout out to Laura. We love you. If you don't know how to draw patterns and want to be successful, the only way is hard work, hours and hours of charting. Spend time in the library and draw and print all the patterns next to your monitors. Shout out to Laura. God bless you. And then she gave you the pathway. So there's someone in here always trying to help you, whether it's me, whether it's an elite charter. Dude, I have put the passion in so many people and 800 people that are passionate, ready to go. I mean, it's a mastermind. When you put that many people together ready to rock, boom. Yeah. Excellent. So you can see where I stand for Bitcoin. Let's jump back into the super chats. Someone asked about Gala, right? Laura is super organized. Laura's the best. Sell TA pattern wallpaper, NFA. Dude, that'd be a good idea. Some people wouldn't want it. Doge looking good all the way to the 4 hour. We on a 3-month DCA of ADA. Moving on to ALGO. Stoked for this project. Shout out to Bison9 in the house. I own bags of ADA and ALGO. Lifer out here grinding every single day. Every day I get the Discord updates. Amazing. Let me get that Lifer analysis on ALGO if you get a chance. Let's take a look at ALGO as everyone has been talking about ALGO. Sean, we should break this out and make this, So what we'll do is you can add any music you want. I'll bring the music down. All right. We'll delete everything. We'll look at it fresh. Hi, my name is Sam Price, Crypto Lifer, and everyone wants to know what's going on with ALGO. Algorand is a big deal. The creator seems to have connections with the government. Seems like the SEC and a lot of other big companies will leave ALGO alone. It also has the tech behind it. The guy created some of the first concepts of cryptography, really zero fault tolerance and more. So ALGO has the tech behind it, has the people behind it, and has the path for more. A lot of people want to know what's going on with Algorand. So today I want to jump on in and give you a deep dive analysis, technical analysis on where the parameters, where the support and resistances, and where I think ALGO may end up going in the bull run that we probably are going to have in 2024, 2025. As Bitcoin gets its next halving, things become more scarce, and anything that is basically valued in Satoshis for BTC pairs, like all of these altcoins, will eventually go up in value. So the first thing you want to do is you want to look at like a 2-week chart. 2-week chart's really going to give you kind of the most information you can get in a zoomed out idea. So you can kind of really see this in all its entirety. And you want to tell the story. It didn't have a USDT pair back then, but it was high. It was up $330 in the bull run. Things were going well. June of 2019, it began to collapse, right? Then we had another rally, though, and this thing would rally. So it came down from that was basically the 2017 run-up. Maybe even had there was a run-up in that August There was a summer run up in 2019 that was fun. It was like May into June, and then it began to collapse into August. So algo got low here at 31 cents. That's what's its bottom. Really doesn't like to get lower. Actually, I guess right there it was at 12 cents. It would beam all the way up to a high of $3 again, doing an amazing job, right, of doing basically about a 30x, 25 to 30x, depending on where you got in somewhere in these bottoms. We're now somewhere down here, right? The downtrend is formed. We're kind of in this bottom area. So we always talk about it. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. You want to see algo begin to make the rounded bottom, just like this began to make its rounded bottom. So just right off the bat, it's a good sign. It's showing signs of bullish consolidation. You want to see algo go sideways for a while, right? And as it goes into 2024 in the halving, it becomes to appreciate in value. So this is this is basically, if you believe in the project, this is basically paying really low value for it. No one knows about it. No one cares about it. Soon it will have news. People will talk about it. It'll become a new gainer. However, it has a pretty big market cap. Can it get back to $33? Easily. Definitely. I think it can get to 4 or 5 or even 6 in the next bull run. But $3 is at least your cap, right? Your next idea where you want to get to. $3.01. So can algo get there? I mean, the 2-week chart says this is a great time to accumulate. Anytime the 2-week chart was this low, good time to accumulate. Look at our weekly chart. Weekly chart got below the dotted line, below the dotted line. These are low prices to get in on the rally. Right there and right there. These are both too low prices to be scooping up some algo. In my humble opinion, really good time to grab some Algorand and hold it for a long period of time. The only thing is, Bitcoin could go back to 10K, 12K, and algo could go to 10 cents. You could be down 50% on your DCA. You have to be willing to hold this for long periods of time. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't do what I'm talking about. You're going to have to find out this on your own. I'm just explaining how I go about it. All right. So now I'm okay with the bigger time frame. I understand that I'm getting something at a low value comparative to its life cycle. So now let me zoom in. And so we looked at the overall body, but now let's zoom into the little intricate parts and see what's going on. The 3-day chart doesn't look amazing as it's getting all the way back up, but not breaching previous highs. That's not awesome. That tells me there could be more downside here, and we may be struggling with this resistance for Algorand right here at about 21 cents. We tried to get there. We couldn't. We're getting, we're having a bit of an issue right now so far for algo. So we want to look at the 3-day, even the daily. Do we have some bullish divergence? We really don't. That swings down. That swings down. They match pretty much in your curling. The daily's also overbought and not able to get above resistance. This tells me that algo may be in for a double bottom here at about 16 cents. It's not really out the water yet. Bitcoin's in a rising wedge right now. We need Bitcoin to do some anomalic move to the upside to get algo back above this area. And then you can see algo has extreme resistance at 28 cents. It could gap up pretty fast because it fell down, but it's going to take some time to build. You have to truly believe in this project if you're DCAing into it. It could go lower at this point. The best worst case scenario is just simply a double bottom for algo at about 16.33. That would be our, the idea. I think there's better opportunities than algo personally. I think there's going to be some new ZK roll-up coin that no one knows about in the next 6 months. It's going to have the tech, and then it's going to do 100x quickly. Just like the metaverse coins came out, there's going to be some new tech coin that's going to drop. Algo's a solid play for sure, but do I believe there's better money out there? Totally. I think this is more of almost a sure, let's see, 5x to $1. Yeah, 15x back to $3, right? So it's a nice 15x. That's not horrible. That's great. It may take 2 to 3 years. Algo moves pretty slow. It doesn't get huge pumps there. It kind of moves on out, and it's been getting sold off pretty horribly. So I'd watch these closer small time frames, but the daily suggests that we're getting resistance, and we could see algo back down at 16 cents for some more. I'd then reassess once this daily comes back down, right? And I'll take a look at it. I like to put alerts down here. It'll tell me when, and that's why I can get it even cheaper by not having to stare at it, by letting the stochastics hit the oversold region. So we're going to watch this area very closely. We're getting rejected by the 50. We are curving. It's a good sign. So we need basically some crazy move back up here to hold the zone, or this isn't going to happen. You know what I mean? So this is very important that we watch this closely and we focus on it every single day. All right. So not every single day, but this level is just, you get above there and we start to kind of form some consolidation. Oh my God, that would be a great place. Or if we get a huge pump up, we come back down to this point of control. Great place to grab some algo at 24, 20 cents. But again, right now, I don't like to get in at resistance. That's resistance. I like to buy at support. That was support. You did have some bullish divergence there on the daily, which tells you that that could be your bottom. So we see this swing down and swing down. This is slight bullish. So there's some bullish divergence that it took me a second to see. But that's algo in a bit of a nutshell, everybody. If you're really planning on DCAing into this, yeah, I believe 19 is a good place to begin. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. 19 is a good place to begin. Definitely is a undervalued price. But I believe there could be one more time we can get it around 16 cents, and you never know, it could go lower. So it depends on kind of what Bitcoin does here. We're at a bit of a standstill in the market. So that's algo in a bit of a nutshell. Thank you so much for the super chat from Bison9. Everybody, thank you so much for watching this. I go live every single day, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. I haven't taken a day off in over 700 days. I did 2022 without every single day I did a live stream in 2022. And I plan on doing the same thing in 2023. I love you all. I'm dedicated to crypto. And I am the Crypto Lifer. And you will become a Crypto Lifer if you hang out with me every day. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. All right, cool. And we can grab that segment and send it on out to the team. Appreciate my team for everything you do. I love you all for everything. Okay, moving forward. And Danny, I love you, man. I just want to let you know. I love you with all my heart and soul, man. I love everybody no matter what. I refuse to hold any malice in my heart and soul. I'm always in a good mood and releasing myself of any negative energies, because the first person you hurt when you hate someone else is yourself. The first person you hurt when you're negative to someone else is yourself. You need to remove all negativity from your soul, from your heart, and just live. You could die tomorrow. Do you want to die in hate, pain, anguish? No. You want to die in love, light, in the pursuit of happiness. So stay in that mode, stay in that place, and you can do it. All right. Okay. Made for the camera, baby. Dude, people are weird. Thank you for deleting that comment. What a weird dude, right? Lifer, thank you so much for that analysis. That was freaking awesome. Anytime, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being... Yo, I love your energy, bro. You're an Aries, right? You told me you were an Aries. You sound like an Aries. Yeah, BOOKMAP. We're having technical difficulty with BOOKMAP right now. I'll try to load it one more time. I got so much going on. Usually I load it in the morning. I have to load it at certain times when OBS isn't on. It takes up a lot of your computer, so it just takes some time. It'll work, though. Looks like it's loading now, baby. Yeah, baby, yeah. 99% of the time, this thing is moving really, really nice. It's very rare that it doesn't. I also updated Windows. There's a lot going on. BOOKMAP, baby, BOOKMAP. Thank you for asking, and we got it locked and loaded. Shout out to everybody that uses BOOKMAP or got BOOKMAP through my subscription purposes. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Awesome. Yeah, so I built it off your brain, but it's mine now. So weird, man. Strangest thing I ever heard. I built it off your brain, but it's mine. But you can affiliate your own brain, though. Okay, thanks, man. Look, 17,400, right? 17,005. Take a look at the liquidity right here on the order book. Give it some time to kind of begin to flow. I mean, right now it suggests that we could short squeeze up to 17,017, 17.6. Really not giving you much signs. We're really balanced. Flat price action. You do see this huge order, 530, but no big red blocks, right? Biggest red block is a little higher. You see a little more liquidity up here than down there. If you got more orders built, but you have some thicker orders right there. We kind of already touched it in a way. So indecision. It's not like we see a big red bar up here that wants to, open or close. You see a little more up here. There's more buys down here than sells up there for sure. You got major buy zone around this area. So, anyway. Okay. All right. Clownbase has got no issues with transactions taking over 2 days. Clownbase. Really? That's horrible. What's the volume site called, please? I said, screw Coinbase as soon as they asked for my bank login. You're funny. Have a great day, everybody. Sam is the GOAT, in my opinion. 100. Shout out to Timmy313. Thank you for working every single day to help us be more knowledgeable. Anytime, man. Thanks. Hoping it was mine. You never know. Can you check out LRC or IMX? Life or Life. Shout out to Life's Prodigy, man. Thank you for the love. Watch out for Coinbase charging $29.99 a month for Coinbase One account. Yeah, that's so shady. That page I was just on, I have no idea what he's talking about. Binance and KuCoin are the MVPs. Is there an alternative for 3 commas? Yeah, I'm using Alt-Trady. Alt-Trady is the spot. I'll have to start logging into that every single morning. I'm going to start pushing it hard. I just got to get situated with it every single day. All right. I do have one trade open right now on One Earth on it, but I wanted to show it, but One Earth's been flat. You know what I mean? Of course, the one trade I'm in has just been flat sideways. So it is what it is. Hey. Let's take a look at LRC. And what are the other things that we wanted to look at today? LRC on KuCoin. Loopring V2. Let's take a look at it. But that's how I am. I mean, I get things off my chest and then I never talk about them again. Like I let it out. And then it's gone. Like, and then I can move on. But I gotta let it out. I don't like to keep things in. I like to vocally express how I feel and move on. You know, that's just how I've always been. So look, LRC is a lot like Bitcoin in a way. You can see I have this looking, you know, you're at this trend line breach. You could say, did we breach it? Are we rejected by it? We're kind of on it right now. Could raise it up a little bit and say, yeah, we're on it right now, technically. So LRC has some resistance. It's oversold in the daily time frame, like the entire market cap. Total 3, there are oversold. Wonder if they're starting to act like Jupe. Yeah, remember when Jupe just sat there for weeks on end? Algo, Gala X, EOS, JASMY. Dude, I had no idea I had that many super chats. Where did they come from? Wow, $45 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. I didn't even see them. I feel horrible now. I'd like to spotlight them. I feel like I can replay them. Can I replay them? No, I used to be able to replay them when I wasn't using Restream because I had more access to them, but now I don't. Interesting. It is what it is. But I used to be able to see the event, and replay the event. I could actually press play or pause on the event. Can't do that anymore. Restream takes a piece of that away for whatever reason. Okay. I call it clown base, man. You know what I mean? I really do. This monitor is slanted down. Needs to be just kind of straight. Doesn't mean to be slanted down like that. Excellent. I got 6 monitors. 6 monitors is the shizzit. You'll be able to see so much about the market all at once. It's really the place to be. So LRC, I mean, you're oversold. You're at resistance. Bounce, bounce. Previous support becomes new resistance. You're right there. Now, I have a flag on the 1 hour time frame, as you can see, just like Bitcoin. But look, I mean, that's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Now, it could still spit out. Remember, Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin rolls over, so will LRC. And only a few coins will be, only a few small cap gems on KuCoin will be able to do whatever they want regardless of Bitcoin. Abe USDT, thank you. Lifer, GPU, man. Love you, man. Thank you for the love. Appreciate you for jumping on in. Shout out to Peter for being here. Shout out to Algo, Gala, EOS, JSMY, XTP, ADA. Ooh, and then retracted. Oh, you're probably going to add new ones. Baked potato Brett. Yeah, baby. 9 monitors is the way. Dude, 9 is too much. Do you have 9? You probably do. Knowing you. Are you a billionaire, Laura? Where did they come from? Where did they go, right? Good old clown base and Cointellala. You're funny, man. Yeah, Cointellala. Cointelegram, Cointellala. Yeah. Just pay them. They'll say whatever you want them to say. You know what I mean? Absolute insanity. Book your life revision trading course. Everyone, I teach class every single Tuesday from 3 to 5. That way you can become the indicator. You can figure out where price action is going. You can figure out the probabilities of what you need. Check it out today whenever you want. Check it out today. So, life revision trading course for $99, man. And if you join the trading group, it's only $60. We knock off $40 immediately if you bring the loyalty of the liferism to you. Shout out to everyone that joined for the year. We had people join for the year the last week. It's been amazing. When people join for the year, it really gets me going because I'm like, you know what? They believe in me for the next year straight. then I believe in them. Let's keep it moving. And I just want to say I love you all. Thank you so much for the support and the love every single day. Bitcoin to 100K rupees. Yeah, right. I can't say anything bad about CB. Made 3K off debit rewards last year. Hey, that ain't bad, really, if you think about it. I do like using my Coinbase card. I'll give you that. So now I can't talk about it because I do use my Coinbase card all the time now. It actually got me out of a huge jam. As much as I want to talk about Coinbase, they did get me out of a jam. I don't like to hear pay $30, blah, 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 a month and then pay no trading fees. Think about it. Like, I don't know. They try to make a subscription service out of it to catch you in there, right? Real lifers, hit that like button, baby. After your Life Revision trading course, lifers in the 99 group love to help and will answer questions 24/7. Lifers love to help each other while we all practice the gain and then gain. I wish you all a good year. You too. God bless you, Tibor. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. 9 is the magic number, baby. She's a beauty, that number 9. All right. And the House Republicans vote on bill abolishing the IRS, eliminating income tax, dude. Vote on abolishing the IRS would be a part of the deal between Speaker McCarthy and House Freedom Caucus. Dude, that's pretty crazy, right? That would be awesome. House Republicans to vote on bill abolishing the IRS, eliminating income tax, right? And follow me at CryptoLifer33. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the love. We're almost at 10,000. 13 more people. We hit 10,000. We're going to do it today. I know it. This tweet's going to do it right now. Okay. Would you rather hold 10 BTC or 10 ETH? I mean, that's it. I'm not. Would you rather hold 10 BTC equivalent ETH? Because I don't want to do the math. Or gold bars? Thank you. That's a good ad, though. Would you rather hold 10 BTC or equivalent? Yeah, the only one I'm going to know is if you know, because I can't check my phone or messages, you know? And I'm not going to look at the chat at that one section because I'm staring at what I'm doing. Thank you. That's why everyone, they text me and they message me, just message my wife. She's the way to me. Would you rather hold 10 Bitcoin or equivalent ETH or gold bars? Let me know. I'm pretty sure the answer I'm going to get, but I think there's going to be some ETH people in there. I want to see how many people want ETH over Bitcoin. That's what I'm curious about. I really want to see that. Answer this tweet, run it around, get it going. People will see it, people will run it, and you'll get me those 11 followers to 10,000. Let's get it moving. Yeah, Life Revision ad is still up. Thank you. Just too bad they don't have the same coins like KuCoin. Nah, KuCoin is the place to be. Did you sacrifice Pulse Chain? I did. You know what I did? I put $1,200 into Hex. It pumped hard. I sold it for $1,600. I sacrificed it to Hex. That's what I did. I own the world's largest diamond. This is crazy. The quickest Ferrari and the most expensive Rolex ever. Rolexes made. He's so funny, man. I don't read messages or emails. I mean, I can't wait till I'm so... I mean, I hope I never say it, but that's just like, you're so big, you be like, I don't read messages or emails. Like, I just bounce into whoever bounces into my life. And like, if you're around, you're around, you know? Testnet V3 is so close. Pulse Chain. It's taken forever, but I did sacrifice the Pulse Chain. I said, why not? You know what I mean? Why not? See the IRS trending right there with 222,000 tweets. Should be done like tomorrow. Honestly, didn't they establish income tax for the war? And then they kept it going forever. Breaking the Republicans are preparing to vote on a bill that would abolish IRS and eliminate income tax. Do you support this? Of course I support. Who doesn't support that? You know what I mean? This is so funny. Like, send $600 on Venmo. And this guy's like, no! I mean, that's kind of how they made it feel. You know what I mean? They are taxing hardworking Americans, sending another $100 billion to Ukraine. Yeah, whatever. I'll get into this. Is just Twitter. I don't believe in any of this. You know, I'm just... But wow. Cool to see what's going on. And look, KuCoin. This is what we want to see. KuCoin trending, baby. I love KuCoin. I mean, if it's trending, I might as well talk about it, right? I love KuCoin all day, baby. Small cap gems. For the win. Who loves KuCoin out there? Yeah, baby. You can either be part of the party or you could be a hater. It's up to you. You can either look in from the outside or you could be inside, man. What do you want to be? I love KuCoin all day, baby. Small cup gems for the win, man. Small cup gems for the win. Shout out to you, my man. Just pushing algo. Abolish the IRS. Casey all day. Bitcoin gonna rip. Been up for 2 days, but can never miss Lifer and the skills he shows us. Thank you, Sammy. Why are you up for 2 days? That's not good. That's not healthy. But hey, maybe you're doing something you need to do. You're about to get your rest at the end of this. I can't lie. I always prefer to be inside. I know, right? That's why I say I made it. It made tax for war in the Great Depression. If we're still being taxed, then we're still at war with something and we're going through the Depression. Exactly. See? It's like it never stopped. All right. Let's take a look at Gala. Everyone wants to know what's up with Gala, right? So look, see how that short's pushing down? The 1 hour's, you don't get into a short when the 1 hour's overbought. I'm just telling you. Wait for that to come on down. Honestly, this comes on down, bounces off this channel. There's a chance this short does rip to the upside. I'm just pointing that out there. You're in a rising wedge for Bitcoin. And remember, we're about to go over the best analysis in the second. Don't leave right now. We're about to show you something you haven't seen. We have EOS, JASMY, XTP, ADA. You could see a coin that's about to blast, and you may miss the most poignant thing that I'm going to break down about it. 353 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Couldn't get everyone to hit that like button today, baby. Let's go. Heck seems so unhappy despite his wealth. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's the happiest guy in the world, I'll be honest. I can't figure out his it doesn't matter to me, but I can't figure out his sexual orientation either. Like he looks like he's a hetero, but at the same time, he got a little fruity. And one day he was on a bowl with his legs open. I was like, whoa, Richard, man, what are you doing, man? You know what I mean? He's not a man's man, I'll tell you that. But I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I'm making it really clear. I have gay friends. I have, bisexual friends. I do not judge someone on their orientation. I want to know, what is his orientation? What do you guys think? He's a raver. No, but I just want to know, man. Does he like chicks? Or does he swing both ways? I don't know. I shouldn't. Is he a pinch hitter, man? How could I cancel myself? I'm just joking around. That's not. Come on, man. You really think that's? See, when people say that, you got to get it removed, man. I put on timeout. Yeah, I post everything. I got to put you on timeout for that comment, even though I really like you. Don't be a weirdo, man. I can speak my life, man. Hey, Richard, take it easy over there. He bats for both sides. He swings. Just dropped off the kids at school. What's up, lifers? Freeze Beach. I know, right? Don't live in fear, man. Be who you gotta be when you gotta be that person. All right? All right, let's get into these super chats. We have a lot to go over. Stop playing games. Let's take a look at EOS and JSMY. EOS, baby, EOS. EOS on KuCoin. All right, so EOS, you know what's funny about EOS? It gets a pump randomly. It had a head and a right shoulder. It is what it was. An inverted headed shoulder to the upside. To the upside, right? Inverted head and shoulder to the upside. Not too bad, okay? Not too shabby at all. And you could take the neckline to the head. I go wick to wick, and that tells you where you're going to go. That's exactly where you went. So look, that happened nicely. Now EOS is battling this point of control, and it's right above it. So I'm going to delete that and show you what we saw. And I hadn't looked at EOS in months, so I just, my mind just sees the things pretty fast, able to build. So check it out. You're tight in this funky wedge, and you're doing a giant double bottom on the daily. Again, the daily's overbought, and you're low. So you either need the daily to go sideways here, save the day, or you're coming back to retest it, just like algo. Everything is in the rising wedge that Bitcoin's in. Don't you get it? Like, I'm trying to show you how this is Bitcoin's rising wedge, and everything is following Bitcoin. The market, the overall structure isn't the same, but once they get aligned, boom. This is telling me a drop is coming. You know, you'd have to get above this resistance line. So we need this crazy short squeeze, which I just don't see on BOOKMAP right now. I'd love to see it. BOOKMAP really would be showing us where the short squeeze would occur. It would show way more liquidity up here right now. And it would begin to build orders that were thicker. Right now, the orders are pretty big here compared to there. They're about the same. You have 490, 538, 438, 750. You have 700, 500, 300, 390, 340, 500. So it's just, you know what I mean? It's interesting. All right? It's interesting. So this shows that it could, and you're starting to build more orders. You got a thick order right there. You might just tap it, come back down. You are starting to build more orders lower than higher. So 17,300 is starting to look more scrumptious. Again, I'm telling you, a short is the most highest probability, but anything is possible. I do see two things. Only a few left. Let's go. Hit that Twitter, and let's get this man to 10,000. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Surf, my man. Appreciate you for doing that. Love you. We're doing 8 more, baby. 8 more, man. 10,000 on Twitter. 8 more people. 9 more people. Sorry, I'm bad at math, right? Yeah, right. 9999. Come on, baby. We can do it. We can do it. And now this is trending. Did we get a cyber attack? Is that what happened? Engineering a cyber attack. It's time to wake up and realize the big government wants full control and use it all. It doesn't matter whether you are left, right, or political. Everyone. He is saying that a cyber attack is coming. Watch the, I don't want to put it could be copyright, but in this video, he's telling you the next big threat is a cyber threat. And they're going to shut down everything. Shut down everything, and it'd be completely crazy. So I would get yourself, again, right? I would be protected if I could use my constitutional rights. How safe is your password? Time it would take a computer to crack a password with the following parameters. Lowercase letters only, instantly. At least one uppercase letter, instantly. At least one, it can't do it, right? At least one uppercase letter and a number. 1 minute, number of characters. So 12 characters. Look, so see, if you do one lowercase letter, instantly, right? How safe is your password? My passwords are all computer generated with multiple symbols, multiple letters, and they're about 12 characters long. So every single one of my passwords is extremely in this green zone. Make sure all your passwords are in the green zone. I'm going to post this to the group. This is awesome. I love this. Good info. Good alpha, right? There's always good alpha out here. Stater. What the heck is Stater? So EOS, I see it struggling unless it can get back above 50.95. You know what I mean? It's going to follow Bitcoin, man. Views, look at the views, 777s. Look at, it disappeared, but it was cool for a second. We're getting up to the likes and the watchers. You people are amazing. 52. Where is everybody from in the world? Watch this. Watch this. Where is everybody from in the world? I'm from Boston. Lived in New York City. I'm from Boston. Lived in New York City. Right? Where is everybody from in the world? Let me know where you're from. Ooh. Ireland, Canada, Oklahoma, Sarasota, my man. We don't care that we see BOOKMAP. I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you where you're from. Straighten up. No, I'm just joking. I'm just messing up. Cleveland, Ohio, Norway, Ireland, Botswana, Florida, France, Belgium, Chi-Town, BOOKMAP, Jersey, USA, everywhere, Georgia, Germany. Quahog. That's funny, right? Hey, Krish, go to your room before I put my foot up your ass. Hey, my name is Peter Griffin. And when I go to Quahog, I watch Crypto Lifer. Me and Lois watch crypto every day in front of the screens. Mass, baby, Greece, Alaska, Texas, Wisconsin, dirty Jersey, New Jersey. Your mama house. How dare you? You time out. I time you out. I really did time you out for a joke, but you'll be back in 300 seconds, so don't worry. It's not that big of a deal. Boston, Mass, Scotland. I just did it for effect, though. Not because I don't love you. I do love you. I actually thought that was funny. Brilliant AI, but you shouldn't talk about my mama like that. Bay Area, Scotland, North Pole, Washington State, Lifer Group. I sleep there. I could tell. Haha, you were good. Dirty Jersey, Jacksonville, Luxembourg, Tennessee. Dude, Michigan, Philly. Chat rate flying up to 16. You guys are getting it booming to the upside. I love this. Super chats, JSMY, Gala X, XTP, Ada, Covalent, Via, and 8. Wow, you guys hit me hard. I have 20 minutes to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I have 3 minutes a coin. Let's take a look at JSMY. Can he do it, folks? Can he get through 3 super chats in 21 minutes? Let's take a look and thoroughly do it properly and right with all the bells and whistles. Let's take a look. First thing we're going to look at is JASMY. We're going to go into accelerated mode. I'm going to fly into the fastest mode humanly possible. How do you go from loving someone one day to hating them the next? I've never been able to do that. I either love you or I don't love you. It's like I make up my mind about you real quick and then I stay convinced. Too many people are just indecisive people, man. So look, JASMY making a long bow here. This could be a winner in the long term. This is something that I believe is making partnerships beginning to grow and nobody knows about it. JASMY really could be a big winner in the next run. It actually came out kind of like mid the last run. It didn't really have its chance in the bull run yet. So in my mind, JASMY could do some serious damage. Came out in March of 2022, took the beat down with the market, right? But this thing could do numbers. I'm looking at it on the FEMAX chart. Sorry. I don't know how that happened. That's going to throw us off. Okay. Oh, so I had a possible retest for it yesterday. Let's see what happened. So I was calling for a possible retest. It broke out. Looked like it was going to bounce off the channel. It did. It got the bounce. Look at that. Bing. But then it came right back in again. Held this bottom trend line. You see? And then we could kind of maybe, you could slightly say that we're forming this rising wedge channel that could go parabolically 1 hour again, like Bitcoin wants to make a move. So get rid of that retest, move this on up, slide this on over. But again, I bet if I go to the daily, you got a rising wedge that wants to break back to the downside. See, everything is following Bitcoin if you can't tell. So if Bitcoin gets a huge spike up, they're all going to get the huge spike up. Bitcoin dumps, they're all going to dump. Are you seeing the narrative? Seeing how Bitcoin is the story here, no matter what, all right? Bigger channel or a smaller channel we could put in, and this is kind of Bitcoin's same wedge that it's in, just a smaller version of it. Now, this is a falling wedge that should break up 68% of the time because of the way it's shifted, but it doesn't mean we can't go lower. So I would look for lower lows. Everyone's so excited, like I'm at a DCA, we're starting a bull run, and I'm telling everyone, chill out. We had a little bit of a pump, like you'll probably get these prices again or close to it. Like, do not FOMO in a bear market, all right? Do whatever makes you happy. But I believe you have a good time to accumulate in the long run. Does it pump up to the 200 SMA? We may get that move. We're getting the tightness. I've seen it happen. And so I'm going to break down the anomaly in a second. When the stochastics are high, but you still get a bump, I'm going to show you when that happened on Bitcoin and show you how you can get caught with your pants down sometimes. It happens. Just be careful. All right. So this JSMY, likely, if you can't get the move up, so I would... Aggressive move is to play this flag on the 1 hour. I don't, this is kind of a bearish divvy here too, because that's a slight uptrend. That's a sharper uptrend. It's like a class B bearish divergence. It's almost a hidden bearish in a way if that's a swinging down. You know what I mean? And that tells me that's your top because you got a divergence there, just like bullish divergence is your bottom. So I believe we're going to see the market go to the downside. It's also kind of a shoulder, a head and a shoulder. Yeah. So yeah, that played out, but yeah, and most coins are going to look like this one. I live in a house in a forest with some crabs. That's weird. Crabs in the forest? Never heard of that. Boston by way of Uruguay. Did you just come here? Sweet internet money, my brother. XRP is on a nice trend. That life revision course is fire. Timmy313. Thank you so much, man. Trade you a mining rig for some crypto and a membership. I could be down for that. Let me know. Email Crypto Livers, send us the picture. Let us know. Tell me what I got to do with it, how it can work, and I've seen forest crabs. It's a marshy forest by the beach. Yeah, maybe. After your life revision trading course, Lifers in the 99, love to help. You answer 24/7 questions. We're there for you. It's like having support all the time. I mean, that alone would be worth $3 a day. Just the support that we provide. A lot of companies don't provide the support we provide. Straight up. Let's take a look at Gala. Everyone wants to know, can they still make gains on Gala? So you knew it was going to dump. How do we know it was going to dump? We went to the daily. All right. And the second you see a huge pump in a coin like this that runs up like that, take some profits when the daily gets far away from the 21-day moving average. Okay. You're overbought. You're dumping. We already showed you that Bitcoin's likely probably to move down to 22 hour on the daily, need to come down. You're going to come back down. This is where you draw a Fibonacci. And you wait for price to come back down to the 618, 706, 786, this whole area. And you begin to kind of build your idea. Now, everyone thinks that maybe I can fly on this 1 hour, this 4 hour. They're both oversold, but they're likely just to, maybe get a bump, but continue on the slump. So they'll come back up, but they're just going to oscillate down with the daily. So I would have taken profits already, left this to the wayside. I believe it's going to fart further down to the 618. You did get a golden cross on the 4 hour. That's a bullish sign. But it doesn't mean we can't kind of go like this and then eventually get a bigger move up when we come up here. I do see a bigger move coming when Gala comes back down. Then you're going to have your cup and handle. This will form the savvy cup and handle to the upside, right? And this will eventually give us our move. Bang, bang, bang. So this is something that you're looking at for a move here. All right. Boom. All right. I demand respect and honor. The second you don't give it to me, we don't have a relationship anymore. You know what I mean? Second you do something behind my back, we don't have a relationship anymore. Right? So, once one person does one thing behind my back, because that's God telling you that they're going to stab you in the back again. Get them out of your life immediately. Don't second guess that. Don't let the devil let them stay in your life. Cut them off. The second someone shows you they're untrustworthy, get rid of them immediately. Like, immediately. Someone says they're going to do something with you and then they do something behind your back, get rid of them immediately. All right? Immediately. Only hang out with trustworthy people that you can believe in. Second someone does something behind your back, don't tell yourself, oh, maybe we can't. Oh, no. Remove that person from your life as fast as humanly possible. It's the best thing you can do for yourself, for the people around you, and for your overall situation. I know everyone keeps telling me XRP is doing something crazy. We'll take a look at it in a second. XTP, which I've never heard about, tap dollar, and it's on Bittrex, which I used to trade on. Again, this looks just like Bitcoin. 1 hour wants to move. 4 hour wants to move. Beat down on the daily and beat down on the 22. I'd wait for this to retrace to its Fibonacci level. I wouldn't get caught up in those smaller time frames. Even if they pump, eventually you're going to retrace again anyway. You're getting into the extended place. 11:49, 10 minutes left to do ADA, Covalent, via an ape. Can he get it done, folks? 11 minutes, 4 coins. Can he do it? Can he do it? The fastest TA in the game. The fastest TA gun in the game. Bring. So I wanted Cardano to bang. It looked like it could do numbers. I saw this flag. I was into it. It did a bit of a move, but it didn't give us what we wanted, right? Lackluster completely at 5 cents. 5%. So it just didn't really do what we wanted it to do. All right. Made a bit of a flag here. And honestly, is a descending triangle that could continue to the upside. Agreed? I was watching Psychic John Edwards, and he was saying this year is going to be a year of accountability. Yeah, it is. I feel that. I build it to your liking. Email can be a trading you can get in your backpack, Pelican. I'll build it to your liking. Email incoming. Can build you a trading PC you can put in your backpack / Pelican. That's dope, man. I like it. I like it, bro. Dude, let's talk, man. Let's find out who you are, what you do, and let's see, you know. I'm in Waltham. Oh wow, and you're local, dude? Habibi. You're Habibi? I'm in Waltham, Habibi. What do you mean? You're Habibi? You're Punjab? Is that what you're saying? You're an Indian? I don't know what you mean by Habibi, but I think you mean you're an Indian guy. I don't know though. I don't want to be. I'm white, so I can't say anything. He says, isn't that a laptop? You're so funny. Shout out to After Hours Investing in the Game. Appreciate you for being here. So Cardano follows Bitcoin too closely, in my humble opinion. All right? Started to form a bit of divergence here when it had a really sharp up, and this wasn't as sharp. It's like a class D, C. It broke out beautifully, though. Back to 30 cents. Gave back that, 34 back to 30 cents. Still in a bit of a flag. I got to start fresh. For some reason, I just, my brain gets, overmodulated. I can't explain it. Can believe Cardano, 2 cents. I started buying Cardano at 2 cents. It went all the way up to $3. Unbelievable. New all-time high. We had the 131, but it's like we just didn't get what we got in the last run, man. No hate, all love. Sounds cool, man. Khabib. Then he disappeared. Remember, don't live in fear. Never live in fear, baby. Fake emotions acting real. If it happened to you, it was meant to happen for a reason. You'll be okay. You'll be fine. Get through. Get through. Don't burn bridges, though, if you can help it. I try never to burn a bridge. People could just leave me out of their life, I guess, but I try not to burn a bridge. I love everybody, and I know everyone has a use. Everyone has a reason, Emailing, he's emailing you right now, LOL, right? He heard we knew about laptops and dipped. Ha, BB means boss / father. You are the best. Oh, so he called me boss. So he is Punjab and he called me the boss. I got it. Well, he's the man then. Okay, only burn the bad bridges while smiling, holding a lighter. Yeah, right. Cardano looks like it could make a move to the upside. We need big-time divergence. We're getting overbought on multiple time frames. I'm telling you what, everyone, everyone seems to think there's some huge rally coming. And I don't know, man. The indicators are telling us that we're stalled out a little bit. We don't have the motion. We just don't. Resistance for the whole world right here, and you're in the rising wedge that Bitcoin's in. This is the same thing that we're seeing for Bitcoin. Every single coin's at resistance in the rising wedge. Bitcoin makes the move up to the 200 SMA. This will make the move up to the 200 SMA. I can't tell you what's going to happen. I can only tell you the probabilities. The probabilities are that we drop to the downside. That's the probability. We may have an anomalic move to the upside and a short squeeze, which I will attempt to prove to you could happen by looking at the liquidity on BOOKMAP, and many times it has helped us out. We'll go to BOOKMAP. We'll go to Bitcoin on the 7 before we leave here, and we'll show you. I'll remind myself BOOKMAP. I'm going to put, whenever BOOKMAP's up, I'm going to pick up this little thing and put it here on my keyboard. Right? That way when it come back, I'm going to see it. I'm going to know, okay, you got to remove BOOKMAP. That's my way around that. I always find a way to change it. Okay. 1154. Can he get 3 more done in 6 minutes? 2 minutes a coin. Let's take a look at Covalent. And remember, if you can't stay for the stream, know that we do timestamp this, so it's there for you. Covalent is just getting tighter and tighter in the channel. Covalent looks different than the rest of the coins we've been looking at. It did have a nice little channel in there, but it didn't play out, right? But it's still in this channel. You got tight moving averages. I like what I'm seeing. The 50 just crossed through there. That's a golden cross on the daily time frame. 3-day chart is into sight. It could move. Only problem is we're getting overbought on the daily and the 22. The consolidation is nice. The pattern alone is nice. We're just showing signs of lack of momentum. We'd have to see Bitcoin go sideways in the rest of the market so this can stay in its channel. If it breaks down, it breaks down. Stop loss right here is a great place because if it breaks down, it breaks down. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Again, don't do anything I say, and I'm not a financial advisor, right? I'm just going over what I see in the market, and you might see something similar with your education. If you don't know what I'm doing, get educated. I can teach you this every single Tuesday from 3 to 5:30, and I'll show you all the things that I know, and you can jump on in. It's $60 if you join the trading group, $100 if you don't. No one else offers, I believe, the insight and the information I give you in such a small amount of time for the least amount of monetary dedication in your part, right? So, do you love Gary Gensler? He's the best. I love Gary. He's awesome. Gary, we love you, man. We love you, man. We think you're doing a great job. CKB and Starcoin to the moon. Sammy, not sure where. I got the name. Chris? I don't know. I got the name Chris. I don't know what he's saying. I've been noticing alts pump when Bitcoin stalls like this. Whenever Bitcoin goes sideways, alts pump. It's like when the cat's away, the mouse will play. You're Muslim, Habibi. Ask your Zawja. Babe, you know what a Zawja is? She must be with the baby. Someone is going to clip that. Habibi equals beloved friend in Arabic. Thank you so much, man. God bless. Hey, thank you, Habibi. You're my Habibi now, man. I don't know Arabic. That's the only thing. How are you liking Florida? Well, I didn't move to Florida. I'm not there right now. I'm back home in Boston. But I love Florida. And we're looking at houses. We get excited every single night. We look at another house. Today, we're about to get approved for a loan. Today, they're going to call us and approve us for a loan. I want to buy a house cash. I never wanted a mortgage. But when I found out you could write off the mortgage, that actually could help. So I like that. Again, get your own account and figure that out on your own. But that's a pretty good deal. Lifer is the Buddha of crypto. Shout out to my man. Thanks, CC. I'm terrible with names. Haha. Zawajat means wife. Thank you. Zawajado. Gemini is the biggest battle. Dude, we have Muslim people from around the world. We have Catholic people from down south. We have like Tibetan people from Malaysia. We have people from all nationalities, all religions, all walks of life. The main thing that brings us together is the love. If you have love in your heart, if you really, really believe and you have love in your heart, bang, you can do it, baby. Supers via an ape. Makes no sense to put all the capital into the property. Borrow it. I love you, man. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Thank you, brother. I just want to buy cash. I don't want to have a mortgage. I never wanted a mortgage. I told myself I never wanted to have a mortgage. It comes from the word mortuary, where you go to die. And I just always think of, my financial death. I don't want a mortgage. I want to own cash outright. No, but CNC Ireland, what you do is you buy the house cash right out, and then you borrow off that house. You use that house as leverage to or buy a rental property. So I would buy the house cash, and then I would use that cash as leverage to buy something else. That's the only reason I would do that. You get a better interest rate, I believe, when you do that. So instead of doing a mortgage and doing that, you buy the house cash, and then you use that as an asset. That's just something I'm thinking about. Tell me, you might know more than me. You're far more. You're an older mentor of mine. I listen to you. Crypto Lifer makes a new coin called Love Inu. Hey, you never know. Pumpkin on BTX. So Covalent is getting tight. I do see a move continuing to come. I trust the technical analysis here. Tight. A move will come. It could drop with Bitcoin, hit this point of control. It goes lower than that, you're done. So you don't have to risk a lot to find out if this trade's going to play out. That's what I like about this trade. VAI, which is Viote. Viote, I believe, is a decentralized form of like YouTube. And we put this out down here when it first came out. This thing is up 1,000%, like just absolutely doing damage. I looked at it earlier today and I saw that it was in this beautiful channel. This actually looks more bullish than anything. It's oversold on the 1 hour. It's pumping on the 4 hour. The bigger time frame say a dump wants to come. I get it. So I'd be weary. It looks like it's going to just tank all the way to the 618. You pull the 618. This is why this is high risk. A lot of times I won't trade this, but it's been a very hot coin and it's in a very nice channel. Tight moving averages with the 200 as the outlier, lack of bearish momentum, and coming down on the stochastics. You could see VIO continue to the upside. This thing has gasoline, 65.69% coming out of VAI. It does have gasoline, however, very high risk with the bigger time frames. So I like it. I like what I'm seeing. I had it built earlier today for the live, but very high risk because of the 22-hour and the daily. Everybody wants credit from everybody else. Build your own credit. You know what I mean? Show and prove yourself so you don't have to ask someone for credit. You never gave me credit. Me. You never slapped me on the back. Me. Tell how many people screwed me in my life, man. It's like whatever. I don't even talk about it. It was supposed to happen. It taught me how to be strong. So I see this making 86% gains. It is on the radar. And we didn't do it. It's 12 o'clock. I have a half a minute to do 8. Before it turns to 12:01. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can he do it? Can he do it, folks? So ape. I put ape. Dude, I nailed ape. I talked about this ape. I went over it. I kept saying ape looks bullish. The 4-hour was the time frame that looked really lovely to me. It was super oversold. A move came. They dipped down for a little bit of a stop hunt, but they didn't go lower than where we would have been and pump this puppy up. Let's take a look at what ApeCoin is doing now. It's in a bit of a rising wedge. It's got major bearish divergence. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. I'm telling you, man, this whole market looks horrible in this rising wedge. The whole market's in this same rising wedge. So, trying to rush it. Nah, I can't rush it. Let me start small again. I may go to my daily. I just can't rush it. You have a bullish divergence there. That's kind of an uptrend. That's a downtrend. We did pop from that. But you have major resistance. Slanted double bottom, right? They moved up. You got to the 200 SMA that we talk about. You got that move, right? Tightness, pump to the 200. We see that a lot. That happens. And we got to resistance. I want you to understand this concept and use it for the rest of your life. All right? And use it for the rest of your life. So, I mean, that's an M. It broke that. That M broke. The M there, that measured move was to there. And to me, it fell back inside the pattern. Shoulder, head, and a possible inverted now. So you're going to watch this. See, I'm able to change it up any second of the day. That's what beginners don't like. They don't have the ability to do that, but I will teach you that. Possible inverted head and shoulder playing here. We're going to watch that now and keep you privy to that information. But again, I'm more bearish than bullish. You are beautiful. You are the cutest little thing in the world. What do you want to play with? What have I used to? Come. Oh, I love you more than you would ever know. I love this thing. I don't show her face anymore. I don't allow that, but she is so cute. All right, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Give me 1 second, okay? Can you give me 1 second? Yeah. All right. You know what 1 second means now? You do, don't you? You're the cutest thing in the world. Man, I love my kids. I do everything for my kids. Sam, if you could only choose 5 frames for the rest of your trading career, what would they be? 5 time frames? Oh, that's so simple. Because that's the ones I use. I would use the weekly. I would use the daily. I would use the 22, the 4, the 1. And it would be hard to give up the 7 or the 15, but I would have to, I think, swing to the 15. Yeah, so those would be my 5. If I really, honestly, I really need 6. I really only need 6 for me. I need the 7, the 15, the 1, the 4, the 22, the daily, and the weekly. I technically use the 3-day a lot, and I'm starting to lean on the 10-day more than I have before recently. As I get better, I add more time frames, because I'm able to see them all at one kind of inside of one moment in time. So look, I mean, you broke down out that flag for sure. You lost this trend line. I mean, now it's a wide flag. Now it's an ugly broadening wedge, really, but it's still a flag. 1 hour is still low, but now you're looking for a lower high. Like now you have a trend. Look, high, low, lower high, lower low. Expect a lower high and expect this to make a head and shoulder and dump to the downside. I'm expecting a downtrend. I'm telling you right now, I don't see why this won't drop. Look, 73.6333. Look at the 333 always when I'm around. Do you notice this? Do you notice this? Every time I'm around, it pauses on it. Like it'll stop. Like 333 will stop wherever I'm at. Look over here. See? And it'll just sit there. It's really creepy. It happens all the time on almost all my live streams. The 333 is always around. It's telling you, I believe it's saying to everyone that I'm protected and that you don't want to mess around. You know what I mean? Laura, you shall have one. Next, thank you here is Dad. I want a Ferrari. I know, right? Broadening wedges rip, friend. They do rip. I agree there, friend. But they can also break down. But they do rip. I agree with you. But let's see what happens. I'm more bearish than bullish because we have bearish divergence. And we can't get above a resistance. And Bitcoin really needs to get back to that 18,400 area to remain bullish and make a new high. We're in a rising wedge. So, again, at the end of the day, Bitcoin's in a rising wedge. It hit resistance. We're watching this flag. If the 1 hour can pull an anomaly out of its butt and pushes up to the upside, that is the case. We just got a little bit of a short squeeze finally on BOOKMAP. 7, not a lot, but we squeezed some people here. There was a little more liquidity getting built down here than up here. We're channeling maybe one last order up there, and it does say BOOKMAP is starting to build more liquidity lower than higher if we had to place it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Another live stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone that supports me. Thank you for listening to my therapy session. I appreciate it. Have the desire to change your life. Have the dedication to keep doing it. Have the discipline to do things when you don't want to do them, no matter what. And have the determination to keep going. Those 4 Ds will change your life. I'm telling you right now. I did it. You can do it. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for everything. I love you all. Be safe. Stay blessed. And I'll catch you on the next live.